Another husband. The phone call caught him in the locker room after his shift. "Arseniy, I've left," his wife's voice rang out. "The girls are at Mom's, they're staying overnight. Pick them up tomorrow or she'll start grumbling again." "All right." He slipped the phone into his pocket and headed home with a heavy sigh. Why does everyone else have normal stay-at-home wives and mine can't sit still, he thought. My Dasha is a regional representative for a major company. She's always on the road, the regional center, nearby towns. Sometimes she's gone for weeks. The funny thing is, I earn good money, a solid 100,000 a month, but she makes even more, and that company car is practically her own. He shook his head, a faint smile appearing on his face. Mother-in-law keeps scolding her, and me too, saying I've let my wife run wild. But what can I do? Dasha's an adventurer by nature. Lately she's been tense, says big changes are coming. Maybe that's for the best. Maybe she'll get a position here in the city. Even if she earns less, at least she'll be home. Arseniy stepped into their large 4-room apartment. Empty. No dinner waiting. He put the kettle on, sliced some bread, spread butter, laid cheese on top, and drank his tea while deciding what to cook for the evening. Over 13 years of marriage, especially the last 5, since Dasha got her promotion, he had learned to cook well. His thoughts were interrupted by his phone. It was his childhood friend, Boris, now an investigator in the regional center. "Hey, Boria." "Hi, Arseniy. I'm driving to our hometown to see my parents this weekend. I'll stop by. We need to talk." "Of course. When?" "Who's home?" "No one. Wife's out of town. Girls are at my mother-in-law's." "Good. I'll be there in 2 hours. Prepare some snacks. By the way, how old are your girls now?" 12 and 9. "Time flies. See you soon." Arseniy took a large piece of pork from the freezer. "I'll make pilaf. Got carrots, onions too. But why is Boria stopping by me first, and what kind of talk?" They had been inseparable as boys. After the army, their paths diverged. Boris went to police academy. Arseniy fell in love with Dasha. Now Boris was a major, and Arseniy was a highly paid machinist at the factory. He soaked the rice, rendered some pork fat, chopped tomatoes, sweet peppers, and onions for a spicy salad, perfect with rich pilaf. Boris arrived on time, placing a bottle on the table. After dinner, Arseniy said firmly, "Talk. Don't get mad. This stays between us." "Since when have we ever been mad at each other?" "All right, listen carefully. Recently, we took down a criminal group. There was resistance. Among the dead was a man named Evgeny. The name won't mean anything to you. Let me explain." Arseniy frowned. Evgeny had a partner, not officially married, and they had a son. After she found out what he really did, she disappeared, leaving him with the baby. He hired a nanny, elderly, not pretty, but professional. Boris paused, poured another drink. "About 3 years ago, Evgeny fell in love again. Mutual love, no marriage license. Their lives were too complicated for that. The nanny continued raising the boy. The child, Zakhar, grew attached to this new woman and started calling her Mom." Boris inhaled deeply. "After Evgeny died, the boy had no one left but that woman. The nanny is just hired help, but this woman loves the child. She's torn apart." "Boria, what does this have to do with—" "It's your Dasha." Silence. "That's impossible." "I'm sorry, you're my friend, I couldn't hide it." They drank one last glass. "Sleep on it," Boris said. "Decide in the morning, and don't drive anywhere tonight." Dasha walked into an apartment. "Mom!" A little boy rushed to her. "My son!" She embraced him, tears falling. "Why were you gone so long? I was waiting." "That's my job." "He's always afraid you won't come back," the nanny said gently. "I won't leave you," Dasha whispered, holding the boy close. That evening she helped him read, cooked dinner with him. When he fell asleep, she lay awake, thoughts racing. "What do? I have a husband, daughters, but I also had another man, another husband in everything but the stamp and the passport, whom I loved for 3 years. I can't abandon Zakhar. One day he'll ask what all this means. And my daughters? They love me. Arseniy loves me. What have I done? Her company was restructuring. She might soon get a permanent managerial position in her home city. No more trips.
And what about Zakhar? Send him to an orphanage? He's 6. He would never forgive me. She barely slept. Saturday morning, she and Zakhar got ready to go to work. Are we visiting stores? He asked. Yes. Will you buy me a transformer toy? Of course, and maybe it's time you had a smartphone. Then forget the transformer. Let's get the smartphone. Laughing, they stepped outside. Dasha. She froze. Arseniy? Her purse slipped from her hand. Zakhar clutched her. Well, let's get acquainted, Arseniy said calmly, extending his hand. I'm Uncle Arseniy. How do you know my name? Zakhar asked. It just so happens I do. Where are you two headed? To check stores. I'll come along. He took the driver's seat. Where to? I don't know, Dasha whispered. Then let's go to the park. They spent time on rides. Zakhar laughed, driving bumper cars. Arseniy turned to his wife. Is there anything you want to tell me? You already know everything. And what now? I don't know. I loved you. I trusted you. You'll never forgive me. It's not just about us. It's our daughters, your parents, this boy. Try explaining everything to them. What should I do? She cried. They sat in silence. Finally, Arseniy spoke. For now, everything stays as it is. In 10 years, when the girls are grown, we'll divorce. You'll explain to them and to your parents. And Zakhar? How old is he? 6. Then we'll divorce in 12 years. We're not sending the boy to an orphanage. Thank you, Arseniy. That's it. I'm going home. Your mother's already complaining we never let her rest. He walked away. Dasha watched him with love and pain in her eyes. Thank you, Arseniy. I'll fix everything. I'll win your love back.